Yes, we have three unfortunate changes. We have Ryan, Adarsh, and uh, Anoop coming in. Yeah, that's it.
Best of luck for the game, Rahul.
Thank you very much.
Right then, news from the center is that Dubai Gymkhana have won the toss and they have elected to have a bowl.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. News from the center is that Dubai Gymkhana won the toss, elected to field first. Those are the teams right there. Tashfeen Yasin, Waqas Ahmed Khan, the captain, Mohammad Aslam Shazad, Varun Arora, Mohammad Hassan, the medium pace all-rounder, Mohammad Adnan Kaisar, Syed Hasnain Raza, stylish batsman and wicket-keeper, Syed Ashir, Shajat Talar Rahman Gul is in the side as well, and Mohammad Shihan. So strong-looking Dubai Gymkhana side.
And talking about Daredevils, it's Mohit Raghav, the captain, Rahul Soni. I beg your pardon. Rahul Soni is the captain, wicketkeeper of this team. Abdul Aziz, Harun Ghaus, Shahid, Akshay Jyotin, a talented all-rounder. Charit Nirmal, Ashish Sharma, Mohammad Luqman, Adarsh Desai, and couple of changes. We have got in Ryan Rashid for today's match and Anup Nair.
Well, Akshay Jyotin's brother, Abhay Jyotin, played a blinder yesterday, almost got the Pacific Group team through. And it's good to see. Made his debut for the Dubai Daredevils in the previous tournament here in the ICC Academy. And now has moved up a slot, a transfer in this season so far. Moving from Dubai Daredevils to the Pacific Group. Dubai Gymkhana winning the toss, electing to field first. And again, if the conditions are anything like yesterday, in the second half, it's just going to be so difficult to bowl with the heavy dew and the outfield. So as a team, you want to be chasing. It doesn't matter what the score is. Almost 190 got chased down. Just tricky conditions in the first half when you're batting first.
As expected, the captain of Dubai Gymkhana opted to bowl first, and it's Harun and Rahul Rohit, the batters coming out for Dubai Daredevils. The worry part for this Daredevils team is their bowling unit. They were unable to defend 170 against Mid East Metals in their first match. And we have the stats of Rahul Soni so far in this tournament. One match, 33 runs to his name with an average of 33. And look at the strike rate, 122.
Yeah, even in the last SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup, the Dubai Daredevils caused a couple of upsets thanks to their batting. Harun Ghaus amongst the runs, Rahul Soni, Aziz Ansari as well. Very talented batting lineup. But as you said, their bowling just struggles a bit. They have added some reinforcements. Tashfeen Yasin, he's had a good ICC Summer Cup for Dubai Gymkhana. Will be bowling with the new ball.
Rahul Soni will be facing Tashfeen Yasin for the first time in this match. Nicely played into the gap. Starts with the boundary, played towards the deep square leg region. Beautiful looking shot from the blade of Rahul Soni.
Well, first up, loosener. Nobody at square leg. Lots of gaps there. They have a deep mid wicket. And for your fast bowler, well, that's a very interesting field placing right there. Rahul Soni capitalizes, gets off the mark with the boundary.
The previous match also we have seen the intentions are very clear from the captain Rahul Soni. He likes to attack. A bit room has been offered by Tashfeen. A very good comeback this time. Bowled on the off stump on a good length area. And we can see there was a bounce carrying straight into the hands of wicket keeper.
Well, when you've gotten off the mark with the boundary, you can capitalize on that first over, get a quick start. Saw Jiju Janardhanan taking 14 runs off the first over, never looked back. Was looking really good yesterday. And then the Future Matters team fought back. It's in the air, goes towards that fielder in the deep mid wicket. Just a single. And Harun Ghaus will be on strike. Batted in number 3 and number 4 for the Dubai Daredevils in the ICC Academy Summer Cup. Has been promoted up the order, opening the batting. Reminds me a lot of Steve Smith when he comes into bat.
Haroon, a useful top order batsman for Dubai Daredevils. And talking about the dimension of this ground, particularly the ground number 1, the squares are very big, Abdur Rahman, and it will be hard to clear them. And this time a beauty by Tashfeen. Beaten in the air, clean bowled. Haroon goes without troubling the scorers.
Well, a nothing shot in the end. They pulled in mid-wicket, enticed him to go across the line, and Haroon Ghaus has played all around it. His furniture disturbed, but he's not disturbed the scorers. First ball duck for him. 5 for 1 Dubai Daredevils. A beautiful delivery from Tashfeen Yassin, swinging in. He was bowling out swingers. That one he's brought it in, and Haroon had no response.
And the typical Abdur Rahman. This is what I was missing. A very good start by Tashfeen Yassin. Straight away on the back foot. Dubai Daredevils are losing Haroon. Today he has been promoted in the batting order, and here comes big man Ryan Rashid, who has been brought in place of Ratish Pujari.
Well, Ryan Rashid, definitely a big unit. Coming up down at number 3. And Tashfeen Yassin, what a delivery. Swinging it in, taking out leg stump. Again, on the money now. After that first ball, which is a loosener, he's found his line, found his length.
He has a very smooth action, Tashfeen Yassin. The new batter Ryan Rashid. As I said earlier, he has been brought in place of Ratish Pujari, and hard-hitting batsman Ryan Rashid. Played under 22 for Kerala back home in India.
Oh, this time beats him with an outswinger. Ryan had no clue, and what a good over in the end. A wicket to his name, 5 runs, 5 for 1 Dubai Daredevils. The new bowler is Ashir Hasnan. Opens the bowling, opens the batting for the Dubai Gymkhana. Don't go on his age. He's a quick lad. And nips the ball in and takes it away from the batsman as well.
And he starts with third man patrolling the area at the boundary and a deep square leg. Brilliant, brilliant start by Ashir. is trying to move away from the right-hand batter. Watchful Rahul Soni. I think they need to get a slip in. It's a new ball, and we have seen the previous over also.
Well, there seems to be somebody catching, but it's not slip. It's a gully fielder. Outside off stump and right where Mudassir Ali wanted a fielder. First slip would have gobbled that up. That's poor captaincy, but a good result for Dubai Daredevils. You have to listen to Mudassir Ali, guys.
Experience speaks. Thinking of moving into coaching. A beautiful piece of delivery by Ashir. The only concern is they need to get a slip.
Well, you've heard it here first. Any teams looking for a premier coach who can commentate in his free time? Mudassir Ali is available. Oh, what a delivery that was. Outside off stump. Perfect test match ball if there was one. This time they brought in the slip and it goes past the gully region for a single.
I think I need to hire you as my marketing manager, Abdur Rahman.
Oh, Mudassir, if only you could afford me. The daily wages are too high, my friend.
And with a couple of coffees.
10 for 1. Dubai Daredevils. Ashir, steady start. Could have easily had a wicket to his name already. If they can get one more wicket here, get in Aziz Ansari early, put some pressure on this Dubai Daredevils batting. They bat deep and they have aggressive batsmen right at the end. In the last ICC Academy Summer Cup, scored 145 runs in the last 10 overs, thanks to Aziz Ansari. So they know that if they have wickets in hand in the second half, batting just gets a little bit easier. Yesterday, 121 runs scored in the last 10 overs by Future Mattress. So the conditions do get better as time progresses. A couple of dot balls. This is a good start. The power play, absolutely crucial for both sides. You don't want to run away with the game. Just want to hold it back a little bit as a bowling side, and that's what they're doing.
As a batter, you need to get rid of the new ball. Play a couple of overs. Once it gets old, then it will be easy for you to play those shots, the aerial shots. Ashir looking really good in this over. This time a heave towards mid-on. Just a single has been added. Score moves to 11 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of second over.
Tashveen Yasin. Over number 2 for him. Ball in the air. Third man settling under it. Will he get to it? Well, that's poor fielding. And backed up by some good fielding from the slip fielder who saved a boundary and a couple of runs for his team. But the third man fielder was very, very slow off the blocks. 2 chances, 2 edges, and almost 2 wickets for Dubai Gymkhana.
Bowling with a great control and using the new ball very effectively. Tashfeen. Play towards the mid-off, and has he fumbled this? No. He has taken a beautiful catch out there. Ryan Rashid walks back. It's once again Tashfeen comes to party.
Rahman Gul, safe hands in the outfield. A slight bobble. But he was aware of where the ball was, and Ryan Rashid sent in a number 3 to play aggressively. He'll have to walk back for 3 of 7 deliveries. Dubai Daredevils in a lot of trouble, 13 for 2. A new batsman walking in is Anoop, coming in at number 4. We're just in the 3rd over. They've lost 2 wickets already. The captain watching the carnage from the other end. Big responsibility now on Anoop's shoulders.
Once again, a flying edge going towards the 3rd man. A poor effort by the fielder. And Anoop is off the mark with the boundary, but not in a convincing fashion.
Well, that's very poor fielding. Asher, he's just bowled an over, should be warmed up, should be fresh. He's just let that ball go from under his hands. And Tashfeen Yassin, he's bowling really well. You don't want to concede runs, easy runs like that. 3rd man seems to be the hot spot at the moment.
Brilliantly played here by Anoop Nair. Width has been offered, plays between the cover and extra cover fielder. Ball racing towards the fence like a tracer bullet for yet another boundary in this over.
Well, it was a hit-me ball. Wide outside off stump, swinging away. Letting Anoop free his arms, and once he finds the gap on these pristine ICC Academy oval outfields, the ball is going to race away. Back-to-back boundaries. The current run rate is not bad at all. It's just the number of wickets that they've lost, 2 already in the power play.
Brilliant finish to the over. No, I think there's one more delivery left. But what a comeback by Tashfeen after going for that boundary. Beaten in the air, a watchful Anoop Nair. They have lost the big wicket of Ryan Rashid in this over. As Abdul Rahman said, the run rate is not a big concern as of now for Dubai Daredevils. They need to build a partnership.
Again, outside off stump, just gets the outer half of the bat. Dot ball to finish the over. Eventful over comes to an end. 10 off it with a wicket. 21 for 2 now, Dubai Daredevils at the end of 3. Asher Hasnain will continue. 6 runs off his first over. One of them a boundary. Just past that wicket keeper. And this time, first slip has got it. Well. They didn't change the field this time. It's Rahul Soni, the captain, who has to walk back. Brilliant catch at first slip. And good reward for some consistent bowling for the Dubai Gymkhana.
In his first over, he has missed this trick. Ashir this time The slip was in the place and a beautiful catch has been taken by Varun Arora. Wicket number 3 goes down. 21 for 3, Dubai Daredevils.
Well, Aziz Ansari walking in the power play. I'm sure in the beginning of the game he wouldn't have thought he'd be walking in the 4th over. And he'll have to do the consolidating role now. 3 wickets down in the power play. Never a good sign when you're batting first.
Abdul Aziz Ansari, who has scored 49 runs against the Mid East Metals in the first match, will be facing Ashir for the first time. To big trouble here, Dubai Daredevils. Once again flying towards the slip. Great effort, but the first slip, Varun Arora. Lucky escape for Aziz Ansari.
Well, there was a lot of hang time there. He was outstretched. Would have been the catch of the tournament, no doubt. Had that ball stuck in his hand. Aziz Ansari is very lucky as well. Edges flying off the bat of the Dubai Daredevil batsman. And now they're bringing in a second slip.
Handsomely driven, and a fumble by the fielder resulted in a single. A test match looking field set up by Ashir. Has impressed me a lot, the way he has controlling the new ball and moving away from the right hand batter. Right decision by the captain, opting for fielding first, and both the fast bowler has got the breakthroughs for Dubai Gymkhana.
Well, that was hit very hard by Abdul Aziz Ansari. And Ashir at one moment thought he'd stick out his hand and see if he can stop that ball, then pulled out. And I think that was a good decision.
Some width has been offered, and Aziz Ansari straight away getting this boundary. And hard hitting batsman Aziz Ansari. What a comeback, what a comeback. Now get one more slip.
Well, the way Ashir is bowling, give him 3 slips, a gully. Maybe someone more catching as well at short extra. It's almost unplayable when that ball is pitched up and swinging away. Can he get another wicket here? Can he get the wicket of Anoop? That will cause a lot of trouble for Dubai Daredevils. And yes, they've plugged in that gap now, brought in another fielder from the leg side. This is good aggressive captaincy.
With this dot ball, the over comes to an end. 28 for 3.
Well, Tashveen will continue, and this is a good decision. Let him bowl. Let him bowl out even. Again, that ball coming in. And Rahman Gul, well, right at the edge of the circle. Don't understand that. You have them by the scruff of the neck. Come in. Don't let them rotate the strike. If they get a boundary off the edge, well, that's fine. Right at the edge of the circle. And when Tashveen bowling the way he is, the captain has to back him up as well. Even now, all the fielders on the circle are right at the edge.
Played on the back foot straight towards the cover. And, I haven't seen the big names in domestic circuit who can swing the ball like Tashveen and Ashir are doing. It shows the experience they have, Tashveen.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely magnificent from Anup. Was in the slot and he's gone downtown straight for a maximum.
Glorious, glorious looking shot by Anup Nair. Bit in the slot and played handsomely with the straight bat straight towards the side screen. First maximum of the innings from the blade of Anup Nair.
Well, that is the only problem when you're a medium pacer trying to swing that ball. Sometimes a ball lands in the slot, and as a batsman, if you're ready and waiting for that, you're going to capitalize. And after that 6, they take the slip out. Well, is that going to be a decision that will haunt them? Mudassir is nodding and saying, no, that was not a good decision. Let's see. This time, short extra cover in place and a dot ball could come back.
Adjusting his line. The very next ball, Tashveen. Slip has been removed and there is a short cover comes into play.
Going for the Yorker. Down the leg side. Are they going to push for 2? No. Just a single. He got some bat on it. No signal from the umpire. Maybe Tashveen just getting a bit tired now. Bowling his 3rd over on the trot. You don't see that very often with fast bowlers or medium pacers. They bowl in spells of 2s or 1s. Can he finish this strong? The 5th over. Last ball. Again, Aziz Ansari gets a good piece of bat on that, but it's a dot ball to end another good over. 36 for the loss of 3 wickets. Now Daredevils at the end of 5. Al-Ashir Hussain will continue from the school end. And joining me in the comm box, well, a professor in a university of cricket, Ahmed Khwaja. Ahmed, welcome.
Good evening, young man. Gentle outswinger there from Ashir Hussain. He's bowled absolutely beautifully. Right in the channel. Been rewarded with 1 wicket. Could have had plenty more here, Abdurrahman.
Yeah. That first slip fielder came in a bit too late. Could have had Rahul Soni first ball. But they had a gully fielder. Now they've got 2 slips in place.
Well, you do have to feel for the Daredevils. They've gotten the worst of the conditions on both games. back of a length, trying to work that away. Anoop, in the previous game against Mid East Metals, they were put into bat, then had to deal with the dew in the second innings, made the lives of their bowlers very difficult. And tonight, once again, having lost the toss, put into bat, and the ball has been swinging and seaming all over the place.
Well, Ahmed, the thing is that all these players have played in the ICC Academy ovals for a very long time. They should get used to these conditions. You have to choose the team balance as well. Outside edge gets a single, and that's why you need somebody like a Hamid Khan in your batting lineup who'll throw his bat at anything, get that shine off the ball quickly.
Well, Anoop has gotten set, 17 of 13. Nicely negotiating the extra bounce there. Playing it as late as possible, gliding it to deep third. And that's the right approach. You need to apply yourself out there. The first 7 to 8 overs will be a bit torrid. And Aziz Ansari, that's a sign of a man in good touch.
Yep. Don't be afraid to leave the ball. If it's a good one, give the respect. They don't want to lose another wicket in the power play. They've already lost 3. And history says if you lose 3 in the power play, about 70 or 80% chance of losing the game as well. But we've seen weirder things happen, especially with this Dubai Daredevils batting lineup.
Oh, absolute Jaffa. Kicked off a length, holding its line. Sensational bowling from Asher Hussain this evening.
Well, put him on a flight, send him to Australia. He's bowling really well with the new ball. Rarely you see a bowler in his 3rd over beating the outside edge as well.
Yeah, they've made the life of the captain very easy. Waqas Khan pitched up and drilled through extra cover. That's a top shot from Aziz Ansari.
Well, he got greedy. Asher went for that fuller delivery. And Aziz Ansari was ready for that. Drives it through cover nicely. End of over number 6. 41 for 3. Dubai Daredevils in the power play.
Varun Arora coming into the attack now. Tashfeen given a break. And he's another honest seamer. Hits the deck hard. Handy all-rounder. And he'll get something off the deck here as well.
Took a good catch at first slip. Sometimes things like that give you confidence as well.
Nicely clipped towards mid-wicket. They're going to push for 2 here. And, oh no, he's been turned down. Not sure about that call from Aziz.
I think he's lost his bat. Yeah, it's on the ground. That's why. Would have been an easy 2, but not easy when you don't have the bat in hand.
Yeah, just making sure his grip is firmly in place. It is very slippery out there. It's a major advantage sometimes in these late evenings here in the UAE. The dew factor makes it quite difficult for the bowling side. And look at that extravagant movement. He's hit the seam and gotten that ball to wobble around.
And that's the difference when you've lost 3 wickets. Any other day, Aziz Ansari would have thrown his bat at that, tried to crash it through point. But because they've lost those wickets, a bit circumspect now, Aziz Ansari.
This time he chased it. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball, looking to flay it over cover point. Have to be careful. And like you've mentioned with Mudassar Ali. You need to bolster that slip cordon.
Well, interesting. We're in the 7th over. The power play restrictions have been lifted. But Dubai Gymkhana is still on the attack. 6 fielders in the circle.
Right approach. Pulled. Smacked over mid-wicket. That was a clean, sweet strike from Aziz.
Yeah, short ball. Nothing delivery in the end. Sat up nicely. And with the form he is in, he's not going to miss out on those. A crisp boundary for Aziz Ansari.
He's really transformed his batting in the last few months. Known usually for his leg break, but he's certainly discovered a method that works for him. He's stacking up the runs these days and looking like a top player. Oh, it's the outside edge, screwed away over point, just short of deep third. Who does well to get a hand to it?
Well, yeah, outside off stump again, getting the outer half of the bat this time. Lucky that it was going away from that third man fielder. And rightly said, Ahmed, Aziz Ansari has developed into a very good compact batsman. He scored runs against some big sides in the ICC Academy Summer Cup as well.
Well, he will certainly make the waves as well, just like Abhay Jotin. Oh, that was very full and very wide. Rightly arms outstretched by the umpire Zergham. Very experienced. Gone for 7 in this over. Short wide crashed. That will hit the fence in a jiffy.
Well, Aziz Ansari had missed out in the previous one, but Anoop is not going to miss out. The 50 comes up for Dubai Daredevils at the end of over number 7. 52 for the loss of 3 wickets thanks to that beautiful boundary from Anoop Nair.
Change in the bowling then. Mohammad Sehan coming into the attack from the school end. Left arm spinner. Well, he'll certainly have a role to play here. Now the field has been slightly spread. Projected scores around 150, 160. I think he'll need to add about 20 runs to that just because of the dew factor.
Yep. And also a bit light in the bowling department, Dubai Daredevils. So 175, 180, as you said, Ahmed, probably a safer score. This is a heavy, packed Dubai Gymkhana batting as well.
Trying to cut that away. They'll just scamper for one. Good communication between Anoop and Aziz. That's one way to inflict pressure on the bowling side. Get those ones and twos. Keep the bowler honest. Keep the fielders alert. So far, Waqas will be pretty happy. Oh, nicely bowled Armour. Inside edge. Squeezed away to short fine. So he's mixing it up nicely here, Sehan.
Left arm spinners worth their weight in gold here in the UAE. And he's chosen the dangerous end. The leg side boundary is shorter from the school end.
Smacked away hard to the cover sweeper. Yes, very interesting. Absolutely spot on. It's the deep point boundary that is the larger side towards the parking lot. So he needs to change his ends. Or maybe he's getting some assistance, some grip.
Well, there might be. The plan is to bring Adnan Kaisar from this end, the leg spinner.
Oh yes, spot on. Quickish leggy. Does bowl the occasional hittable delivery, so he'll need some protection towards the leg side. They do have their bases covered. Smart thinking. And of course, being a world-class leg spinner yourself, you understand the pain of a half tracker smashed over cow corner for 6.
Yeah, when you bowl 4 in an over like me, I know exactly what you're talking about. If it was up to me, I would get a 100-meter boundary on the leg side every time I come to bowl.
Squeezed away towards mid-wicket and he set off himself. Brilliant commitment, keeping them just to 1. That's a brilliant over from Sehan. 56 for 3. Well, there you go. Like Abdurrahman called, Adnan Kesser, the leg spinner, into the attack from the academy end. Cover sweeper, long off, long on. Cow corner and that square leg. Orthodox field. Third man fine legger up. Anup has moved into the 20s. And right on the money. That's a good start.
Well, we saw 2 very good leg spinners on display today in the World Cup qualified games. Karthik Miyappan, one of ours, getting a hat-trick. And Hasaranga picking up 3 wickets as well.
I'm still thinking about that wrong one to Dasun Shanaka. Absolutely sensational bowling from Karthik. Oh, down the leg side. That's been kicked away. Fine leg giving chase. And he's not going to catch up to it. That's not what the doctor ordered for Gymkhana.
Well, off the pads. Gets 4 leg byes. They won't mind it one bit. Poor line in the end. Drifting down the pads. And after that first delivery, well, you expect him to get his radar right.
And you need to rush through your overs before the dew sets in. Already the towels are out. And that is going to trouble the spinners. That's better. A bit of a leading edge. Very watchful there, Anup. Doesn't look particularly fluent against the wrist spin.
Well, Ahmed, then I do have a question for you. In the beginning of the innings, where the ball is going to stay slightly drier, would you go with the spin option first up and then bring in your pacers when the dew settles in? Although Tashveen and Ashar have bowled really well with the new ball.
Well, that really is a conundrum for the captains, because the seam movement that we're seeing with the new ball, surely the fast man is saying, give me the new white ball, Skip. I want to take advantage till the ball is hard. Get that ball to hoop around. It looks good on TV as well.
Absolutely. Not an easy thing being a captain right there in the middle. So many decisions to take. When the fast bowlers are bowling like Ashar and Tashveen, it's not easy to take the ball away from them as well.
Well, it's called the art of captaincy for a reason. Nicely bowled. Good recovery from Adnan after the 4 early in the over. 63 for 3 after 9. Sehan continues from the school end. Hit hard, hit straight. There is a long off in place though. So looking to be aggressive now Couple of quiet overs have gone by.
Well, right at the halfway stage, 64 on the board. The last 10 overs are going to be crucial for them. So they won't want to miss out on any run scoring opportunities.
They're looking for 2 here. The cover sweeper has a lot of space to cover. And once again, Aziz has refused to. That was poor running there, Abdurrahman.
But yeah, ask any coach and they'll say, run the first one hard, even if you don't want to run 2. But take that first one hard. Put the fielder under pressure. Maybe a fumble.
And it was the bigger boundary on the offside. You could have even challenged the throw. Oh, just bursting through the hands of the keeper. Waiting for the umpire signal. It was a catch. Well, how crucial will that be? Even he's telling Aziz Ansari, yeah, I nicked it.
Oh, Hasnan behind the stumps. He's not a regular keeper.
Well, that was a difficult one, to be fair. Very sharp edge. And he's bowling quicker in the air. It's a good paced pitch as well. So perhaps we can forgive him for now. Nicely punched. Looking very organized out there, Aziz. He's moved into the 20s as well.
And just on that point of running between the wickets, well, these games are being broadcast live all around the world. I'm sure they must have seen yesterday a lot of runs chanced on that throw from that boundary. You have to be alert to the situation. Oh, that would have been a run out opportunity. Aziz Ansari going for a walk. The over comes to an end. A good over from Shihan. At the halfway stage, Dubai Daredevils 67 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Well, let's take a look here. Yes, just didn't grab onto the ball there. That would have been curtains for Aziz Ansari. You can consider that a life. So the leggy Adnan continues his spell, and joining me in the comm box to replace Abdurrahman, it's going to be Mudassir Ali. Welcome to the comm box, sir.
Thank you, Sir Ahmed Khwaja. Ahmed, a good recovery by Anup and Aziz after losing early 3 wickets.
Yeah, the partnership has just grown to 47. They were in all sorts of trouble, but it's been a good fight back, like you mentioned. Beautiful glide, but straight to the short third. And they'll run for 1 on the misfield. That's slightly poor. Frustration for Adnan Kaisar.
The positive about this partnership is they are taking those singles. There was a misfield. The running between the wickets has been excellent tonight by Aziz and Nair.
Yeah, they worked hard for their runs. Pulled hard through wideish long on. Oh, that's a brilliant fielding effort. Putting the body on the line there. And you can see the keeper is quite satisfied. Varun Arora once again in the action.
Earlier he has taken a spectacular catch in the first slip. This time doing a bit of ground fielding, saving a couple of runs for his team. Score moves to 71. Aziz Ansari looking in a good touch in the first match. He scored 49 runs.
Yeah, deserved a 50. Steps out. Tried to take it on the full, just dipped on him. And they're only going to take 1. That has raised the 50 partnership. Responsible batting by the middle order.
A long tournament, Ahmed, and I think the team has that room to cover up those mistakes which they have did in the earlier matches. And as we have seen, they have made a couple of changes. Dubai Daredevils, after losing the first match, getting Ryan Rashid and Anup Nair. Ryan getting out cheaply, but Anup Nair batting beautifully out there. Run a ball 30.
Yeah, absolutely. They rung the changes. And like you mentioned, it's a long tournament. 59 matches, 42 match days, 16 teams fighting for the title of being Arabian Cricket League champions. Oh, that struck him on the pad, but perhaps just sliding down leg. That's an excellent over from Kaisar. 72 for 3 at the end of 11. The left arm tweaker Sehan continues. Yet to be hit for a boundary. Very miserly. Hit hard over the umpire. And that will crash into the side screen. That's a beautiful shot from Anup Nair.
A great hit by Anup Nair, just stepping down and played over the umpire. Lucky escape for Asif Billah.
Yeah, he has to be careful. Had to duck for cover. This time it's a big shot. Challenging the outfielders. Forget about it. It's a maximum.
Changing his gear in this over, Anup Nair. After boundary goes for that maximum. Coming hard on Shihan.
He's not really turning the ball a lot. And perhaps he needs to slow up the pace here or bowl it flat. Try to get Anup off strike. Because when he's bowled it in the slot or pitched up, he's taken a chance. 10 runs off the first 2 deliveries. And the pressure is firmly on Sehan now.
Playing with ease. Anup Nair. He needs to adjust his line, Shihan.
He goes for it again. Didn't quite latch onto it. So, like you mentioned, they've changed gears, looking to be aggressive. Not really seeing any big spin out there.
And intentions are very clear by Anup Nair. They have a bit of batting left in the tank. The likes of Akshay Jotin and Charit Nirmal yet to come. A good piece of fielding at the point by the fielder, saving couple of runs. Score slowly moving up to 85.
Once again, Varun Arora putting his body on the line. Excellent commitment. He's a wholehearted cricketer. He'll give it his all in all departments. Once again, picked up, long on, just dropped in front of him. Dipped at the wrong time. I think that might have hit him on the ankle as well. But that was certainly not carrying there. This over has gone for 13. And you can see the issue. The ball is getting wet. The towels are out. Late adjustment to his field. The long on just finding his position. Outside edge. And that's going to be a boundary towards third man.
A very expensive over by Shihan comes to an end with that boundary. Aziz Ansari this time trying to clear the cover, getting thick outside and ball racing towards the third man for yet another boundary. Score moves to 90 for 3 at the end of 12.
Adnan Kaise continues. Back cut. Behind point. And that will hit the fence in a hurry. Beautiful shot, Anup Nair. He's batting on a different surface altogether.
The same treatment has been done to Adnan Khaisa. The very first ball played away from the body towards the point region. A quick outfield helping Anup Nair.
That's the issue with Adnan Kaise. Just gives you that boundary ball once or twice in the over. Flighted, taken on the full and dropping in front of the extra cover. I think he lost it in the lights there. Frustration for the bowler.
You need to convert those half chances. Anup Nair moving towards his 50.
And it was the skipper himself Waqas Ahmed Khan needed to put in a better effort. I think he certainly lost it in the lights. Good delivery. Aziz Ansari politely questioning the umpire with his look. Projected scores still hovering around 150. That won't be enough, I feel. Nicely played. Bit of a fumble at backward point. And they're going to scamper for 2 on the throw. Well, that's opportunistic and very poor fielding. Adnan Kassar is very disappointed.
Smart cricket by Aziz and Anup. There was a fumble. They went for that single, taking full advantage of the fielder. And they ran for the second run. Quick running between the wickets has been shown by Aziz Ansari and Anup Nair throughout the innings, score moving towards 100 mark.
76-run partnership now. And like you mentioned, they've been very good between the 22 yards, putting pressure on the outfielders. They started off the match really well, took their catches, but then it's just tailed off a little bit. Fuller delivery drilled hard toward wideish long off. And now the pressure is kind of off. Now the two batters are looking very dangerous here, Mudassir.
They have taken their time to build this inning. There was an initial trouble by Ashir and Tashfeen. Once the shine has been lost, they start playing their shots with ease.
Struck on the pad, but clearly drifting down leg. And you're absolutely spot on. Once that lacquer has faded, especially with this greasy outfield, then the ball starts to get misshaped and becomes easier to hit. Another decent over for the Daredevils, 99 for 3. Well, a change in the bowling then. Sihan has been relieved. And Mohammad Hassan, very talented batting all-rounder. I'm a big fan of this lad. Really good seam bowler and classy top-order batter. And this has been smoked over extra cover. One bounce over the rope.
And with that boundary, 100 comes for Dubai Daredevils and half century for Anup Nair. He has been playing the first match of the tournament, a brilliant knock, unbeaten. Anup Nair welcomes Mohammad Hassan with this boundary.
51 of just 38 deliveries. He saw off the new ball, was patient, took his time, and that's a fabulous knock. Looking for plenty more. Mohammad Hassan immediately under the cosh. A slow delivery, beautifully bowled. But the mid-wicket is out on the boundary. They're going to push for 2. And they'll take 2. Excellent communication. The Bluetooth has been connected.
Smart piece of running between the wickets by Nair and Aziz. They know the importance of those runs.
That shows their fitness levels as well. It's quite muggy out there. Attempted Yorker just past his hands. Long off has got the skates on. And then does well. That's brilliant fielding. Immediate pick up and throw.
I've been watching Anup Nair for the past 11 years in domestic circuit. He has been with a couple of big teams and he has also played in Bukhati League way back in 2016.
Well, he's a quality player. There's absolutely no doubt. Down the leg side, missed out there. Fine leg was up. Just needed to get a little bit of bat on it, Aziz Ansari. He's slightly miffed with himself.
.54 Anup Nair of just 40 deliveries. Aziz Ansari at the other end, give him company. Batting on 32, Mohammad Hassan into his first over. Anup Nair.
Goes straight, goes downtown, and goes for 6. Anup Nair, you beauty.
Playing all over the ground. A beautiful looking shot. A full length delivery and dispatch straight over the long off fielder for yet another maximum from the blade of Anup Nair.
Well, they were diving for cover, our cameraman. That was heading straight towards them. Fantastic innings. And he has plenty of time, I dare say. Could even get himself a magnificent 100 here. Look at that. 3 maximum, 6 boundaries. Beautiful strike rate. And he's looking for plenty more. Short ball attempted. And easily pulls it away. Productive over once again for the Daredevils. 114 for 3. Adnan Kesser continues. Still has one over to go. None for 16. He's not been too bad on the day. But now the slog overs have well and truly started here. Anup Nair on strike. He goes big. Over long on for 6.
A man in form, Anup Nair. This time targeting the long on region. He has been in good form and those are not bad deliveries, Ahmed.
Yeah, he just overcorrected if anything else. It was really full. And he still managed to get underneath it. Wonderful bat speed. That's been the hallmark of his innings. Oh, that's a big full toss. Powered over extra cover. And that is all about the short placement from Anup Nair. Wonderful execution there.
Poor piece of bowling by Adnan Khaisab. Bit under pressure. The timing has been brilliant throughout this knock by Anup Nair.
Well, now the keeper has gone up to have a chat with Adnan. 71 of just 44 deliveries. He was run a ball for the majority of his innings, but just flipped a switch and he's smashing it all over the park now. That's the value of applying yourself at the crease. Already 10 off 2. And smart batting, really smart batting, rotating the strike as well.
Couple of overs back, the run rate was around 7.20 to 7.30. Now it went up to 8.6.
Indeed. In fact, they had gone below 7 at one stage, I remember clearly. Wonderful counter-attack. Drilled hard towards that wideish mid-wicket region. And they're going to pick up 2 very easily. The fitness levels of Anup Nair. Going all out, taking a tumble. But that's wonderful running.
Get that commitment by Anup Nair. It was played in the gap by Aziz Ansari towards the mid-wicket. Once again, quick between the wickets, Anup Nair, and they have been there for the past 11 or 12 overs. The conditions are a bit humid out there.
Yeah, you can see Aziz Ansari just trying to catch his breath. And the best part about that, Mudassir, was he was running for Aziz's runs. Those were not his runs. That shows you the teamwork. Wonderful stuff. There's already 13 runs off this over, 2 to go. He goes straight, Aziz Ansari. That is lazy elegance with a touch of power. What a shot.
What a comeback by the Daredevils here. This time Aziz Ansari targeting straight between the long on and long off fielder. Here comes Adnan, this time trying to cut, beaten in the air, straight into the hands of wicketkeeper. 133 for 3 after 15.
Well, 133 for 3 with 5 overs to go. They've shifted gears so beautifully here, Mudassir.
The last 5 overs have yielded around 66 runs.
Well, that's just brilliant. Like you mentioned, 66 runs added in just 5 overs, going at 12 RPO. Now Aziz Ansari also nearing his 50. Anup on 72. Mohammad Hassan continues. Short ball. Well, what was that? The periscope was up. Was he trying to leave it? Or was that deliberate?
A new shot coming into play. We have seen the reverse shot, the scoop shot. What would you call this shot, Ahmed?
Well, that was more like a badminton serve there. Maybe some fans of Sania Nehwal. Mohammad Hassan, well, he's an experienced campaigner. So he needs to show his quality here with the ball in hand. And that's it, pulling his length back, challenging the two batters with the horizontal bat shots. If you can hit and clear those square boundaries, then good luck to you.
Good to see young medium fast bowler Mohammad Hassan bowling those short balls, bending his back, putting some effort in the bowling. A rare dot ball we have seen in the last couple of overs. The projected score shows 172.
Oh, that is certainly game on. Once again, back of a length delivery. And like you mentioned, he's showing his quality, showing his experience at this level. He's like, fair enough. If you're looking to attack us, I'm not going to pitch anything up.
The first over has been a bit expensive by Mohammad Hassan. A good comeback in this over. Only a single run has been considered so far. Aziz Ansari finding difficult.
Just looking to pull it back. Slow delivery. He's tonked it over the mid-wicket fence. That was a sweet connection.
Was all set for this kind of delivery. Aziz Ansari, he has missed a couple of deliveries and this time waited and waited. Played over the mid-wicket. A humongous six by Aziz Ansari.
Well, he read that slower one like a book. And those powerful forearms. Fantastic batting. 49 in his previous innings. 46 of 33 today. He's accelerated beautifully. Oh, it's over the keeper. And it's going all the way for 6 to bring up a well-deserved 50 for Aziz Ansari. Well played, young man.
Fortune favors the brave Aziz Ansari. The last match he missed his half century, but this time taking the top edge and going over the keeper for a maximum. He moves to 52.
Well, they got tired of the short stuff. They're like, we're going to challenge it now. And just the second half of the over has derailed Mohammad Hassan once again. He's been smacked for 13 in this over. And make that 19, heading towards long on for 6. 150 up for the Daredevils. What hitting! What batting! They're truly having a party tonight. 152 for 3 on the board.
A 131 runs partnership for the fourth wicket between Abdul Aziz and Anup Nair. 58 runs has been contributed by Aziz and 65 by Nair in this partnership. 77 balls have been faced by both the batters. And in the meanwhile, joining me in the com box is my dear friend Abdur Rahman. Welcome to com box.
Thank you very much, Mudassir Ali. I'll tell you what, I was enjoying myself sitting outside and watching this onslaught from the A team, Abdul Aziz Ansari and Anup Nair. And now it's Varun Arora coming in to bowl. Interesting bowling changes as well. They have the option of Rahman Gul. They had the option of the left arm spinner with the bigger boundary on the leg side. But they stuck with Adnan and Hassan, both very expensive. Big smiles on the faces of the Daredevils.
Starts with the wayward line down the leg. Extra has been conceded and the projected score shoot up to 191 if they go with the same run rate of 9.56. But I think the way they are batting, they should cross the 200 mark.
Well, even though they've conceded a lot of runs off the bat, this is only the second wide in the innings so far from Dubai Gymkhana. Disciplined bowling. I tell you what, it doesn't matter if you give 2 wides or 20 wides if you're conceding 12 runs and over. The batsmen, they're enjoying it. Unbelievable hitting from both Anup and Aziz Ansari. That last over from Hassan, 3 sixes on the trot after 1 run in the first half of that over.
Nicely bowled. This time of Varun into the block hole. Played towards the deep square leg. Score slowly moves to 155. A decent over. Till now by Varun, conceded 3 runs in just 2 deliveries. They're on different mode here, Anup Nair and Aziz Ansari.
Well, again in the block hole. Good bowling there from Varun. Just a single. These last 4 overs, they're trying to pull it back. We saw Pacific Group do that yesterday. We saw Future Mattress do that really well as well. So if they can keep them to that 185, 190 mark, they'll take that as a win at this stage. The Daredevils for sure are looking at 200. And I'll tell you what, that is easily a 90-odd meter 6 from the bat of Aziz Ansari. What a hit.
Enormous hitting by Aziz Ansari. Drifting towards the leg stump and look at the wrist, flick of the wrist by Aziz Ansari. This has been the problem of these bowlers. The starting couple of deliveries, they were tight, but next couple of deliveries, they are going for maximum. We have seen the previous over by Hassan and now it's the turn of Varun Arora. Aziz Ansari catching up with Anup Nair, moving to 65 of just 37 deliveries.
And that projected score just keeps going up with every 6 that they hit. Change of balls now. Maybe that will bring a change of luck for Dubai Gymkhana. It's been a game of 2 halves. That first half in the power play, picking up 3 wickets, conceding only 40 odd runs. And then after that, had no answer to Anup Nair and Aziz Ansari. As Ahmed Khwaja was saying, just took his time, Anup, settled down, played his percentage shots when the batting was a bit difficult. And now just looks in unbelievable touch.
What a turnaround here for Daredevils after losing those initial 3 quick wickets. Both the players, Nair and Aziz, has took up the responsibility and batting beautifully out there.
Again, Fuller delivery, hit very hard towards cover. No chance for Rahman Gul. That was hit really, really hard. Burning the grass on the way to the cover boundary.
Margin of error is very less for the bowlers. Trying for that york on the off stump. So the full toss delivery, the lightning outfield. The ball racing towards the fence. 14 runs have been conceded in 5 deliveries. Once again played towards the extra cover, Mohammad Hassan the fielder. And look at that running by Anup and Aziz.
Well, they've learned their lesson now, taking the one on the throw and running really well. Another expensive over comes to the end. 17 overs done, 168 for the 3 Dubai Daredevils. The left arm spinner coming in to bowl the 18th over. This could be a big gamble from Waqas, the captain of Dubai Gymkhana.
This time a bit slower in the air. Jumping out of the crease, Anup Nair starts with the dot ball. Shihan, he has went for the runs in his 3rd over.
Well, this is again a question mark on the captaincy, deciding to bring in the spinner from the shorter leg side end. There, plays it in the air. And at that stage, when Hasnain had dropped the catch, there was not a big reaction. Anup Nair was on 30 odd runs. And now it's coming back to haunt them. On this level of cricket, you have to take your chances.
Played on the back foot and smart bowling in this over by Shihan, varying his pace, changing his line and length on each delivery he bowled in this over.
Well, Mudassir, this is the game right here. These last 3 balls, we've seen the bowlers bowl well in the first half and then mess it up in the second half. Again, was that a stumping chance? The keeper, he's fumbled it. Was that another opportunity? You want to get in a new batsman, he'll take some time to settle in. I think he's grasped it again. The reaction says it all. There was an outside edge. Hasnain grabbing at the ball. And he's given Anup Nair not 1 but 2 chances in the over.
Anup Nair is asking for the gloves. I think the keeper needs to change his gloves.
Last ball, can he finish well? No, he cannot. That was the danger. That short leg side boundary was what Anup was going to target. Finishes the over with a maximum, goes to 82. Dubai Daredevils 176 for 3 with 2 more overs to go. Tashfeen coming into bowl over number 19. Probably the most dangerous over in cricket, especially the T20 format. He's bowled well, picked up 2 wickets. This is a different ball game now. Older ball, not swinging as much. The only thing swinging is the bat of the Dubai Daredevil batters. Could throw, but they take another on the arm. And it's Hasnan again. He's demolished the stumps, but the ball was not in his gloves.
Shihan coming all the way from deep mid-wicket, and a nice piece of work in the outfield by Mohammad Shihan. Running has been excellent throughout the innings by Anup Nair and Aziz Ansari. Look at their fitness level. Almost there for the past 16 overs.
Yeah, both of them walked in over number 3 when they had lost the 3rd wicket. And since then, well, they just don't want to leave. Slower delivery in the air. Is that going to be a maximum? Yes, it is. Aziz Ansari, he picked it and he's deposited it over long on for another maximum.
The same treatment continues here. This time Aziz Ansari catching up with Anup Nair. At one stage Anup was 67 and Anup Ansari was at around 38 runs. Now they are neck to neck. Tashfeen was brilliant with the new ball, but this time went for a maximum. 8 runs have been conceded so far.
Well, the race is on. Who gets to the 3-figure mark first? That is the question here. And Aziz Ansari, he's taken the lead. Another boundary. Moves on to 84 of just 43 deliveries. 16 runs away from a very well-deserved 100. What a partnership this. 167. Unbelievable hitting. You have to say some very poor bowling as well.
This time Rahman Gul, one of the safest hand, played towards the long off region, and a brilliant catch has been taken by Rahman Gul. Cool as a cucumber. Walks back Aziz Ansari after making 84 runs of just 43 deliveries.
Well, a tired shot in the end from Aziz Ansari, but he's done the work. 84 of just 43 deliveries. It was in the slot. Just couldn't get the elevation. And Rahman Gul right in front of us. Easy as they come. 188 for 4 now. Aziz Ansari walks back, scoring a magnificent 84. Akshay Jotin, look at that strike rate, 253. He's not going to hold back. Ball in the air again. It's Rahman Gul running in, but the ball has not even crossed the 30-yard circle. Where was that fielder? At cover in the circle, the captain didn't judge it at all. And they take a single, brings Anup back on strike.
He was expecting the super Rahman Gul to come into 30-yard circle all the way from the boundary. The fielding has been lethargic by the Dubai Gymkhana fielders. This time a heave by Anup Nair. A brilliant comeback after going for those 12 runs in the starting 3 deliveries, a wicket and a single and a dot. That brings to the end of over number 19, 189 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Well, a change of ends for Varun Arora. Let's see if it brings a change of luck as well. Last over coming up. It's Akshay Jotin. And the runs have not stopped at all. Played in the gap. One bounce into the fence for 4. What a way to start the 20th over.
The danger man Akshay Jotin. Flick of the wrist. Varun Arora. Bit expensive in his 2 overs. Gone for 27 runs. Score moves to 193. At one stage, we were thinking when half of the inning has been gone, at around 160, 170 would be the target, but they are cruising well here. Almost targeting to go beyond 210 mark.
Well, absolutely. Anything less than 210 would be disappointing for the Dubai Daredevils after that partnership between Aziz Ansari and Abe. Anup Nair, beg your pardon. In the meantime, it's Akshay Jotin. Well, we need to find out what these Jotin brothers have for breakfast, lunch and dinner, because they hit the ball really hard.
They have rasam, sambar and fry beef.
Well, if you're watching, you know exactly what you need to do. Change your diet, get in some rasam in, and then you'll hit sixes like these two, Abhay Jotin and Akshay Jotin. Talented lot. It was a full toss. You have to put these away, and he's done it with style. 10 runs off the first 2 deliveries. Varun Arora. It's all about damage control for him now.
He continues from where he left in the last match. Akshay Jotin, 3 deliveries for 11 runs. A hard-hitting low-down batter in this lineup.
Another flick. Unbelievable hitting this from Akshay Jotin. That's a helicopter flick. I have no idea what to call that shot. Unbelievable. In the slot. And he's picked it up and deposited over mid-wicket.
Look like the Hardik Pandya of this team. Brilliant shot by Akshay Jotin. Back-to-back maximum. Experience over. Expensive over, I beg your pardon. And 7 runs away from that half century, Varun Arora.
Well, Akshay Jotin's bat has a big sticker of 7 on it. And I'll tell you what, you should have given him 7 for that hit. In the air this time, will the cover fielder settle under it or the bowler? It's the bowler and he's grasped it. Varun Arora had an opportunity to take that wicket, have the last laugh. Akshay Jotin survives. Not sure if he'll get back on strike with 2 more deliveries to go. But that should have been a catch.
I feel sorry for Dubai Gymkhana. This time Anup goes over the extra cover. The ball racing towards the fence. There was no protection out there. Taking full advantage and the score moves to 210.
Well, I have to say, this is poor bowling and poor captaincy. There is no need to have a third man fielder deep. You're not express pace. The batsmen are enjoying the pace at which you're bowling. You have to have the deep cover fielder. They've given him the free hit. That would have been an easy catch. And in the end, it's cost them 4 runs. And with that, the innings has finished with a maximum, no surprises at all. It's Anup Nair who's unbeaten on 92. And this over has gone for 27 runs. Unbelievable hitting from the 2 batsmen. Dubai Daredevils, 216 runs on the board. What a comeback.
With that 650 comes up for Varun Arora. 216 after 20 overs. Anup Nair Unbeaten on 92, Akshay Jotin, a brilliant small cameo of 18 of just 5 deliveries. Total 9 extras has been conceded in this inning. But the partnership which took away the game from Dubai Gymkhana, Anup Nair and Abdul Aziz. Brilliant partnership between both these batsmen.
Yeah, the top three not contributing at all. And then after that, Anup Nair 92 of 56, Abdul Aziz Ansari 84 of 44 deliveries. And Akshay Jotin, well, he's not let his strike rate go down. Almost 400. 18 of 5 deliveries. Unbelievable. Just the 9 extras. So some positives from the bowlers. 83 runs have been scored in the last 5 overs. 66 in the 5 before that. 147 runs in the last 10 overs. That's a economy rate of almost 14 and a half. And that's the bowling card right there. Tashveen and Ashir started off really well. Didn't concede a lot of runs. Ashir still had an over up his sleeve. Mohammad Shehan bowled out economical in the end in the context of the game. Mohammad Adnan Kaisar as well. And 54 runs conceded by Varun Arora. Mohammad Hassan was very expensive. 16 and a half his economy rate. You don't say that very often. But look at that. Wicket number 3 falling at 21. And then wicket number 4, 188. So there you have it. The first half is done and dusted. 216 on the board. Dubai Gymkhana will need 217 runs to win this game. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned for this game number 4 of the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League powered by FanCode.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ICC Academy Oval number 2. It's match number 4 in progress of the SkyX.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League 2022-2023. And that is the match situation. A massive target to be chased, Dubai Gymkhana. They had the Daredevils at 21 for 3 at one stage, but then it was Anup Nair and Aziz Ansari with 2 stunning innings, a massive partnership, and that just simply took the game away from the Gymkhana bowlers. 217 the target then, as the openers are striding out to the middle. And if you could believe it, they had actually won the toss and elected to bowl first. The plan was looking good in the power play, but then the wheels came off. Joining me in the comm box, it's Abdurrahman Tariq. Good evening, Abdurrahman.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Good evening to all our viewers. Well, it was a tale of two halves, as you said. 147 runs scored in the last 10 overs. At one stage, they were looking at scoring 147 in their allotted 20. But they had different plans, Anup Nair and Abdulaziz Ansari. And then a cameo from Akshay Jyotin. 18 of just 5 deliveries.
That was sensational hitting from Akshay. Right then, the openers are taking their guard. It's going to be Ashir Hussain opening up alongside Mohammad Hassan for the men in dark grey, looking very sharp. And Rahul Soni, the wicket-keeper captain, he'll be fairly satisfied with the progress so far.
Yeah, has the best seat in the house as well. Rahul Soni. Been able to cut those angles, set the field. We saw some poor field placing as well from the Dubai Gymkhana. And that cost them a couple of boundaries. Syed Ashir opens the bowling, opens the batting. And if he gets going, this is going to be a very exciting run chase.
Yeah, he's a clean striker of the ball. Mohit Raghav with the new ball in hand, steaming in from the school end. Here we go. Picked up over mid-on. Yes, it is. Clears it with ease. And that's the first boundary of the night for Gymkhana.
Well, both innings have started similarly. First ball boundary for Ashir as well. As you said, clean hit over the mid-on fielder. That will give him a lot of confidence. Good way to start the run chase.
Intent is the name of the game. You have to maximize the power play. They need a rapid start. Trying to force that off the back foot. They're not making the connection. But we've seen the new ball does hoop around here, Abdurrahman.
We're just in the beginning of the innings. A couple of overs. And the best way to stop that is to hit the ball hard. Let it go on that wet grass. And lose its shine quickly. Comes onto the bat really nicely after that.
Pitched up, struck on the pad, a celeb appeal. But that was clearly sliding down leg, as umpire Mohammad Asif indicating, and the height as well. I think I agree with him.
We are bowling in swingers. Mohit Raghav. The only struggle he has a tendency of giving away those 5 wides when he's bowling. Rahul Soni usually has his work cut out.
Yeah, tries to push the ball across the right-hand batter. Steps out and smashes this over cover point. That is absolutely glorious from Ashir Hussain.
Well, he missed out on that shot on the second ball of this over. But not this time. So strong on the cut. He's a tall lad, Syed Ashir. Don't want to be bowling short and wide to him.
Yeah, just not quick enough to bowl that length, Mohit. He needs to be on that good length area on that 4th stump line. That was asking for punishment. And Syed Ashir delivered. It's a strong start for him. 2 boundaries to his name already. Oh, just fished at that one. And that's a lot better. At least a lot fuller.
Yeah, that good length. No matter what the conditions, no matter who the batsman, that good length ball moving away from the right-hander is always a tough one to face. Especially first up.
Haven't quite seen the same movement yet from Mohit. Fly slip in place is Harun Ghaus. That's better. Another celeb appeal. This time he did eventually turn around. But that will conclude a decentish over for the Daredevils. 8 for none. New bowler from the other end, from the academy end, is Ashish Sharma. Slip in place for him as well. Outside edge, just dropped in front of Haroon Ghosh there. Gentle loosener, but bowling the right channel.
Yeah, played it with soft hands. Mohammad Hassan. One bounce. And Haroon has done well. You usually see those just slip through the hands. Awkward bounce for the slip fielder. But good to see attacking field from Rahul Soni.
And I'm glad to see Mohammad Hassan up top. Quality player. Oh, it's gone straight up. Extra cover settling. And he's put it down. Akshay Jotin. Can you believe it? He's remonstrating with the fielders, but he has no one else to blame.
Well, he's looking at Haroon Ghosh, who's at first slip. And just at that last second took his eyes off the ball. That's why he's dropped it. Well, buddy, that was only your catch. There's no one coming to save you there.
Well, Mohammad Hassan has gotten a life. How costly will that prove to be? Ashish Sharma, the unlucky party. It wasn't a great delivery, but that late swing hit the leading edge and went straight up. Chase that one, outside edge. He's been given. That's a big wicket.
Well, a flash and a wide delivery. Asher was looking good, looking confident. And again, swing from the right arm fast bowler, bottom half of the bat. And Rahul Soni has done really well. Big breakthrough this in a run chase. Dubai Gymkhana 9 for 1. Asher walks out for 8.
New batter coming in is Aslam Shehzad. Tall, well-built lad. And this man on screen eventually got a wicket to his name. Ashish Sharma. Let's see. It's another early wicket going down. That's been the consistent pattern we've seen throughout the Arabian Cricket League this season. And that will give him a lot of confidence. Oh, he's challenged it immediately over the mid-off. Not quite out of the middle of the blade, but he's made his intentions crystal clear.
Yep, didn't time it. But the idea was there. Just going over that cover fielder. And to get a single. Good over so far from Ashish Sharma. Just the 2 runs and a crucial wicket here.
Yeah, gentle pace, but very accurate. Well, that's an absolute beauty. Haroon Ghosh is expression says it all.
When Haroon Ghaus's antics with the bat and the field just remind me of Steve Smith. Very animated, Haroon Ghaus. But good delivery.
His seam presentation is absolutely immaculate. Side on action. And he'll certainly swing the ball. Puts that shoulder right into it. A nice, easy, balanced run up as well. Fuller delivery. Driven away confidently. But only for a dot. That's a brilliant over. Only 2 runs off it and a wicket. 10 for 1. Mohit Raghav will continue. Well, Ashish has shown him the way to bowl on this pitch. Oh, Aslam Shehzad hopping around in the crease. Back of a length, just nipped away from him.
Well, Dubai Gymkhana, even though they've lost that 1 wicket in the power play, they need to get a move along. If they want to chase this big total down. We saw even Pacific Group yesterday started off really well in the power play, but just couldn't keep up the momentum. You need to make this power play count.
Big in swinger there from Mohit. And Aslam Shehzad not looking convincing at all. He's just looking to clear that front leg and hoik it towards cow corner. That's not the right approach against the new ball on this surface. He's moving around like a cat on a hot tin roof here. Just needs to compose himself. Look to play on the merit of the ball rather than create a shot. Moves across once again. Targeting the body. And Mohit Raghav with an extended run up. Giving him a stare. He has the mindset of a fast bowler for sure.
And Mohammad Aslam down on his knees. That inside edge hitting him on the inner half of the thigh. They're very painful. Don't have protective gear there usually.
Yeah, when it misses those inner thigh pads, can be quite painful indeed. Good over so far. 3-dot deliveries. Oh, he's lost his wrist position there. He's trying to do something extravagant once again.
Trying to go for that outswinger, not his strength. Completely losing his line. While Dubai Daredevils in Pool B, you can easily call this the group of death. Future Mattress, Pacific Group, 7 districts and Mid East Metals along with Dubai Gymkhana and Dubai Daredevils.
Oh, all the big boys are competing here, that's for sure. Pitched up, inside edge, but onto the pad. That could have easily crashed into the sticks there. Mohit Raghav's expression says it all.
While Mohammad Aslam playing one shot too many, has no clue where he wants to hit the ball. Getting the inside half of the bat 3 times in this over already. And this is just adding pressure to Dubai Gymkhana's run chase. 5 deliveries for just 1 run.
Well, we saw how the men in pink added 140 plus runs in the second half of the innings. You need to replicate that approach. Give yourself a chance because it will get easier to bat. Big hoik at that one and no connection. And this is poor batting now. He's costing them valuable runs in the power play.
Yeah, absolutely. A change in field now for Mohit. He's brought in the square leg fielder. So the plan is clear. Keep it outside off stump. As a batsman, you should be ready for that.
Or could it be the double bluff? He'll pull him one, dug into the pitch, challenge him with the horizontal bat shots. Let's see what Mohit has up his half sleeves. No, it was the fuller delivery off the pad. Short fine, giving chase, giving chase. Oh, look at that fielding effort. Absolutely incredible.
Well, we had the best view in the house for that fielding effort right in front of the comm box. And the whole team, well, they're celebrating as if they've gotten a wicket. That's how important it is for them. Brilliant fielding.
Well, we'll come back to it after the over. 13 for 1. Well, let's just take a look at the desperation here. Full tilt, full sprint. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Well done, young man. That was Adarsh Desai creating that highlight. Truly wonderful work. Ashish continues. Nicely driven, crisp drive there from Hassan. He's a touch player. Just needs to get a start. Very fine batter.
What? Too many dot balls in the power play. 13 of 3 overs. They need to score 13 of every over from here if they want to win this game.
Scoreboard pressure for certain. Flicked over fine leg. And just landing inside the rope, was it? It had the height. Does it have the distance? We need confirmation. But that was a brilliant shot from Mohammad Hassan.
Yeah, it's his trademark shot. That ramp flick over square leg given as a maximum.
Well, it was the shortest boundary. And lovely wrist work. Straying onto the pads there. Ashish. And lovely. Now he will feel a lot more settled at the crease. Despairing effort there from the square leg fielder.
Well, in the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup that happened just a few weeks back, Hassan actually hit the scoreboard 3 times. So he favors that leg side.
Yeah, that's right, over his left shoulder. Cracked behind point. There is a cover sweeper out there. So intelligent field set by Ashish. He knows his strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, this is where the Gymkhana bowlers and the captain missed out. But they've got their bases covered. Dubai Daredevils have the fielders in the right place. Even that 6 just evading the square leg fielder.
And his natural inclination is to pitch the ball up. So he'll be useful in the power play, getting that ball to swing. Oh, extra bounce this time. Natural variation. Just squeezed away onto the leg side for 1. So at least Mohammad Aslam is now rotating the strike.
Yeah, seems to be struggling. Again, a shorter delivery. Could have deposited over square leg or mid wicket. Just caught off guard. 8 deliveries for his 2 runs.
Only 10 runs off his spell so far. Or down the leg side. Smartly moving to his left there, Rahul Soni. Just got it completely wrong out of the hand. And once again, indications that the ball is tough to grip right now.
That's a dangerous ploy. Short fine leg in the circle. You don't want to be feeding Mohammad Hassan on his pads. He's very strong on that flick shot.
And the mindset of a bowler in T20 is very important. Oh, it was pitched up. Just sliced it over point. And it's missed the cover sweeper. It was Adarsh once again. We've seen he's a good fielder. Just couldn't get to it.
Slightly slow off the blocks. It's very difficult to sight the ball from there. And mid wicket, or in this case, deep third man. And Hassan is living dangerously.
Well, I was talking about the mindset of a bowler. You have to assume you will get hit for at least 1 6. It's about the remaining 5 deliveries. How can you deliver there? Big hoik across the line. There is a square leg in place, but it's a very big boundary. And they'll saunter for 2. Still a very good over from Ashish Sharma. 25 for 1. Mohit into his third. Coming in from the school end. That's a good delivery. Very watchful there, Hassan. You can see his mindset is that I have to bat 20 overs, Abdurrahman.
Yep. And again, very good field placing. They've got the deep mid wicket. They've got the long on. So they're going to target his pads, not give him any room outside off stump, and let him manufacture a shot.
Yeah, Rahul Soni is one of the better captains in this tournament. Knows the ins and outs of his team very, very well. This time it's slapped with the bottom hand. One drop over the rope. Something pitched up to Mohammad Aslam, and he scratched it to the boundary.
Finally gets a release shot, Mohammad Aslam, towards that mid-wicket region. Wasn't clean. But he has the result. He has the boundary. Gets the bottom of the bat. But in this power play, that's the advantage. Just the two fielders outside the circle. So you get full value for shots.
Yeah, not a good delivery there from Mohit. You know that's his batting style. Why are you pitching the ball up to him? Keep it back of a length, or even perhaps make him smell the leather, so to speak. Try a short ball. That is always in a bowler's armory. They've strengthened that cow corner region now with an outfielder. Pitched up and drilled, but straight to extra. That was hit hard.
Yeah, the fielder, Akshay Jotin, felt the sting of that drive.
And he's a very important cog in this Daredevil's machine. Genuine all-rounder. They'll need his 4 overs of brisk medium pace. He's taken a blow to that bowling hand. Which finger is it though? Hopefully it's not the index or the middle one. Used to grip the ball. Meanwhile, Mohit Raghav has done a good job.
Yeah, just the 5 runs so far. Boundary of the inner half of the bat. 14 runs in his spell. In his third over, as the 12th man comes in, Akshay Jotin trying to get some repairs done quickly.
Yeah, the medical staff here at the ICC Academy could perhaps just use that magic spray. Hopefully he'll be all right to bowl. Steps across, nicely bowled. Oh, there's a confusion here. Why did he hit the break there in the middle? The fielders were on the edge of the circle, so he's just made it in time.
Yeah, stop start from Mohammad Hassan. There was always a single there. So no idea why there was the confusion. But in the end, all's well. He survives. He's on 10 of 9 deliveries. Mohammad Aslam, 9 of 12. That innings is hurting Dubai Gymkhana Ahmed Khwaja.
Only 8 deliveries remaining of power play. Change in the field. They've pushed the deep square leg out for Hassan. Brought the cow corner fielder in. Still a wideish long on in place as well. So everybody else in the ring. And he's banged this straight to extra cover. What a catch by Aziz Ansari.
Well, Akshay Jotin moved out of that position. And Aziz Ansari has done really well at cover. Timed his jump to perfection. And he's grabbed an important chance. That's a big, big wicket in the power play. Hassan has to go back.
Oh, he's feeling himself. He's like, take a look at that grab. Wonderful work. So Mohit Raghav gets his reward. Mohammad Hassan gone for 10. It's 31 for 2.
Well, the new batsman walking in is the wicketkeeper Hasnan. Had a torrid time behind the stumps. Will have to deliver with the bat. 31 for 2 as I'm joined by Mudassir Ali in the comm box. Well, Mudassir, what do you think of this run chase so far?
A completely different scenario when I left in the first inning. It was raining fours and sixes. A slow start. They have lost a couple of wickets. Dubai Gymkhana. Syed Hasnain walks in.
Charges down the track. Syed Hasnain. First ball goes over mid-off for a boundary. What a way to start the innings. And what a way to end over number 5. Dubai Gymkhana 35 for 2. While the new bowler, medium pacer Charit Nirmal. An interesting stat from our stats guru right here in the comm box. Dubai Daredevils were 36 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 5 overs. So the Gymkhana start is actually really good compared to where Daredevils was. Can they finish like them is the question.
Charit Nirmal has been introduced from the academy end. Shuffling Muhammad Aslam and played towards the third man region. A good start by Charit Nirmal, and in the previous over, last ball out of nowhere, he found that boundary. Hasnain jumping out of the crease and playing straight over the mid-off. Been watching throughout the 20 overs and learned few shots from Aziz and Anup Nair. They need a partnership. They can play at around 7 or 8 runs per over, and in the final 7-8 overs, they can go all guns blazing.
Well, down the leg side, very lucky. Any part of the bat, and that would have raced away to the boundary. And I think Charit Nirmal has heard me when I said medium pacer. He's cranked up the pace a little bit now. I'll have to correct myself. Right arm, fast medium. Charit Nirmal coming in from the academy end. He's looking fit as well. Played a lot of cricket with him. He's a good all-rounder, solid all-rounder. Short ball sits up nicely. They have protection at square leg. Just a single. Good fielding in the end. They'll have to keep that running between the wickets quick. That's a big boundary on the leg side. Ahmed Khwaja mentioned this as well. In the first innings, you have to take a chance on the throw. Not easy to find the wicketkeeper's gloves when you're running in, picking up the ball and then throwing it in one action.
Muhammad Aslam struggling out there to find those gaps and boundaries. Faced 14 deliveries for his 10. The difference between both the sides is early to say, but the fielding has been up to the mark for Daredevils.
Yeah, well, just the one catch dropped of Hassan, and that has not done a lot of damage. He didn't make them count like Anup Nair did when he was dropped. In the slot, it's gone high up in the air. That ball is gonna be, oh, brilliant effort. Very good effort in the end. Saves a 6, in my opinion. That was a difficult chance.
A big heave from the blade of Muhammad Aslam. It was miles up in the air. Waited at the boundary line, the fielder. Touch and go, and poor running between the wickets. Only a run has been taken by Muhammad Aslam and Hasnain.
Well, I honestly think Muhammad Aslam, just like us in the com box, thought that ball is going to land at the roof of the ICC Academy. Was not the case. Kept it in the field of play. It's Hasnain now back on strike. Last over of the power play. Trying to get as many runs as possible. Wide given. It was a short wide delivery over the batsman's head, I think, and called wide.
Trying to generate that pace. Went way outside the off stump. Rightly called by the umpire. Score moves to 40. A decent over till now by Nirmal. Two more deliveries left in this over. So far, 5 runs has been conceded.
Well, interesting tactic coming around the wicket. And it seems to be a plan that will not work against Syed Hasnain. He was ready for it, waiting for that slot delivery. Plays it over short fine leg for a boundary.
Smart thinking by Hasnain. Waited for this delivery and picked from the off stump over the fine leg fielder.
Well, Mudassir Ali, the interesting stat right here is that Dubai Gymkhana is having a much better power play than the Daredevils. 44 on the board already. Only lost the 2 wickets. Make that 48, or is that 50? No. Just lands short of the rope. Beautiful shot from the bat of Syed Hasnain. Goes inside out over the point fielder and gets a boundary.
A decent over. Turned out to be an expensive over. Back-to-back 2 boundaries. That brings to the end of power play. 6 gone, 48 for 2.
Well, Mohit finishing off his spell. Aslam charging down the track. The power play done and dusted. Field restrictions have been lifted. More protection in the deep. We'll have to see how Syed Hasnain plays now. I think he's not going to stop. He's going to chance his arm. Has all the shots in the book. A proper 360 player, Hasnain.
Better delivery by Mohit.
Yeah, yorked him. Gets a single. Muhammad Aslam, 16 deliveries for 12 runs. I'll tell you what, they won't mind that if he can replicate what Anup Nair did. Started off slowly and then just unleashed on the Gymkhana bowlers. Short and wide, and he's missed out. Short third man and point in the circle. All you have to do is get it past them and you'll get a boundary on these ICC Academy oval outfields. You don't want to miss out on the boundary balls.
An interesting field. set up by Mohit. He has the deep fine leg and square leg comes in the 30-yard circle. A slower delivery, well bowled and very well fielded of his own bowling. Mohammad Aslam is struggling. Faced 18 deliveries at the other end. It's Hasnain who is doing a bulk of scoring 14 of just 5 deliveries. Required run rate moving up to 12.52.
Well, 147 runs, as I mentioned previously as well, scored in the last 10. But you don't want to give yourself 140, 150 in the last 10 overs to win a game. Chasing is completely different. The mindset, the pressure compared to batting first. In the slot this time, hit very hard, straight down the ground. No chance for the long off fielder. Gets another boundary. Aslam now on the move.
At last, got the boundary. Trying to go hard. This time connects and connects well between a long on and long off fielder.
Well, again wide. This time given by the umpire. So he'll have to bowl it again. An extra run to the total as well. And this is the way Mohammad Aslam stands on the crease, goes really deep. That's why you don't want to be bowling in the slot to him. Anything short or on a good length, he struggles. Anything in the slot, he just goes through with the shot.
So far, 7 runs. They're going at around 8.05. Cut hard over the point. As told by Abdur Rahman earlier, a beautiful looking shot from the blade of Mohammad Aslam. Width has been offered by the bowler. Full marks to Mohammad Aslam, back-to-back boundaries. And after 7 overs, it's 59 for 2.
Well, pace taken out of the attack. It's Luqman coming into bowl from the academy end. The favoured end for the spinners with that big mid-wicket square leg boundary.
A useful leggy in this lineup, Mohammad Luqman. Played on the back foot. Played in the gap between long on and mid wicket, but the running between the wickets has been poor by Hasnain and Mohammad Aslam. Smart thinking, I would say here, Abdur Rahman, by the captain, getting your spinner from the bigger boundary side. It will give a bit advantage to this leggy.
Yes, absolutely. Mohammad Luqman. I'll tell you an interesting story after this delivery. Quicker one into the stumps. We were practicing in the Anku's nets, and Luqman just came in and said, "Can I have a bowl?" So I had a chat with him. Tries to bowl a bit too quick. So he's pulled back his pace a little bit and gets turned now. Had a good chat with him. That's one of his problems though. When he's trying to bowl too quick, he bowls it short. He actually bowls medium pace as well, believe it or not. Bowled really well in the nets. Almost signed him up for our team. He's looking good so far, Luqman. Just don't want to concede a boundary. Get this over, done and dusted quickly.
When we were kids, there was a TV serial called Potli Babaki. The Potli Babaki has the stories for kids, and Abdur Rahman always carries stories about all these players, talented players playing in UAE. Good to have Alongside me, Abdur Rahman.
Big appeal. Hasnain missing out on the sweep shot. You don't see that very often. He's very good when he gets down on one knee against the spinners. And again, Luqman, look at that. The towel is out. As a leg spinner, I can tell you, that's one thing I hate the most. Dew. And the ball getting wet, slipping out of the hands. Good steady over so far. Short delivery again. Not capitalizing Aslam. Just a single. Steady over comes to an end. 4 off it. 8 overs done. 63 for 2. Well, seems the repair work on Akshay's hand is done. Coming into bowl from the school end. Good over from Luqman, the last one, just a 4 off it, even though he did bowl some poor deliveries. And if you're chasing 13 runs in over, you have to make it count. Charges down the track. He's hit it very hard. Good fielding there at mid wicket. Just a single. Singles will not hurt Dubai Daredevils at all.
Because of the previous over from Luqman, the required run rate creeping up to 12.93. Run a ball 23 for Mohammad Aslam. Syed Hasnain, who started off well on 16.
Hasnain in the air, and he has found the safest fielder in the team, Abdulaziz Ansari. He seems to be everywhere today, at cover, at square leg. And he's taken a crucial catch, this Akshay Jotin, amongst the wickets again.
He pulled it very well, but unable to find the gap. Straight into the hands of Abdulaziz Ansari. That's the end of Syed Hasnain Raza. With the help of 3 boundaries, made 16 of 10 deliveries, 64 for 3.
Rahman Gul, sharp in swinger from Akshay Jotin. First delivery, survives and gets off the mark. And Akshay deceptively quick. Short run up. But you can see Rahul Soni way behind the stumps. So he knows how quick his bowler is.
Slower delivery this time by Akshay Jotin, and full marks to the captain of Dubai Daredevils after the previous loss. He did his homework. The previous match he was brought into attack in the 14th over, Akshay Jotin, and this time coming a bit early, straight away got the wicket of Hasnain. Muhammad Aslam on strike. Pulled hard. Fielder Charit Nirmal coming from the deep. Checking Muhammad Aslam with his shorter deliveries. Akshay Jotin.
Well, Muhammad Aslam, he's been in there for a very long time. He's faced 25 deliveries. The short delivery, we saw Aziz Ansari and Anoop deposit them over mid-wicket for maximums. You can't miss out on boundary balls. Again, quick delivery. Rahman Gul not able to read that. Over number 9 comes to an end. 66 for 3 now. Dubai Gymkhana needing 13.7 runs in over to win from here. Luqman will continue. It's Muhammad Aslam on strike. Again goes for the big heave. And Luqman is asking probably the worst question a bowler will ever ask. That ball going down the leg side, hit outside leg stump as well. Probably pitched outside leg stump as well. Muhammad Aslam struggling. 26 deliveries. Tries to be a bit creative. And Aziz Ansari is now at long off. Do they have more than one Aziz Ansaris in the field?
You can see the super Aziz Ansari all over the field. Was brilliant with the bat. Now in the field, picking up a couple of good catches and a useful leg spinner in this side.
Oh, the ball has hit the stumps. Unbelievable scenes here. Rahman Gul is extremely lucky. The ball hit the stumps, but the bails, well, they're in no mood to fall down. Very, very lucky.
Brilliant bowling here by Luqman. This time on a wayward length, going down the leg, and well done by the keeper. Definitely saving a boundary. Rahman Gul, hard hitter.
Tossed up delivery, plays it in the cover region, get a single. As you said, Rahman Gul, well, he hits the ball really hard, but just struggles against spin. And just talking about leg spinners, Luqman and Aziz Ansari, two complete opposite leg spinners. Luqman bowling a bit quick. Aziz Ansari likes to toss it up and give it some air and gets a lot of turn as well. Wide ball. Luqman again just trying a bit too hard. You have the bigger boundary. Let him hit you for a 6.
Rightly said, Abdul Rahman. Just give him that flight. Let him go for that big shot, and you can create a chance with that single. Score moves to 71. Keep an eye on that required run rate. With each ball, it's going up. Now it's 14.36.
Well, Dubai Gymkhana will have to score exactly the same amount of runs that the Daredevil scored in the last 10 overs. Again, a good fielding effort. Brilliant. At square leg, Haroon Ghaus is the one who cleans up. Unbelievable stuff here from Dubai Daredevils in the field.
Once again, a brilliant effort by the outfield fielder. And whenever there is a save, you have a man, Haroon, picking up that ball after 10. It's 73 for 3. gone 10, 73 for 3, and there's a change in the com box. Comes in Ahmed Khwaja. Welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Mudassir. Interesting phase of the game. 140 plus required in the final half of this run chase. Akshay Jotin into his second over. Slow delivery, cut away. A wonderful fielding by the Daredevils. Once again, it's Lukman. Fully stretched there. They've saved plenty of runs already, Mudassir.
Rightly said, and this is the difference between both the teams. We are in the 10th over. Already they have saved around 16 to 18 runs.
Struck on the pad, big appeal. But that sliding down leg. And this time it's trickled away for 4 as well. Very unlucky there, the bowler.
We need to see this replay here. Brilliant piece of bowling by Akshay Jotin. There was an effort by the fine leg fielder Adarsh, but this time unable. A quick lightning outfield helping Dubai Gymkhana. Score moves to 78. The same stage, there was 70 for 3. Dubai Daredevils.
Just kept running away from him. And Akshay Jotin is getting that ball to misbehave. Bit of extra bounce, swing in the air. We've seen in the previous match, he can get that reverse swing going as well.
He has that art to get the ball into the right hand batter. And that too he's doing with the old ball. As rightly said, he's getting that reverse swing.
Aiming for the stumps. And Mohammad Aslam, well, he's been out there for almost 11 overs, still playing below run a ball. Now this innings is starting to hurt them, Mudassir.
The first innings, we have seen the 4th wicket partnership between Aziz and Nair. The running was excellent between the wickets. Rahman Gul struggling here, mixing up his deliveries. And with this dot ball, 11 gone, 80 for 3.
Mohammad Lukman continues. 2 steady overs from him so far. This time a big wind up from Aslam. Lost connection with the bat with one hand. And we saw another outstanding leggy earlier in the day. Karthik Mayappan taking a hat-trick at the World Cup for the UAE. What a special moment for that young man.
What a day he had. Unlucky we lost the match, but Karthik Mayappan. We'll talk after this delivery. In the meanwhile, Pierce between third man and point. Ball racing towards the fence. From the blade of Rahman Gul. At last, he found the boundary against Luqman.
Well, if there is one batter in the Gymkhana side that can still win this contest, it's Rahman Gul. Ferocious square cut there. Poor delivery from Luqman, asking to be punished.
And coming back about Karthik Mayappan, his idol is Shane Warne, and I've seen those wickets, the way he got out, and the third hat-trick ball to Shanaka was a brilliant googly. Got between the bat and pad of Shanaka, and he became the 5th bowler in T20 World Cup to register a hat-trick. Brett Lee in 2007 got a hat-trick. Then it was Curtis Camphor, one into Hasranga. Both of them got in 2021 World Cup. Then Rabada. Now it's Mayappan, the young leggy from UAE. A proud moment for all of us, Ahmed.
This time it's been launched over extra. It will plug into the outfield, misfield, but he'll keep it in. Look at the fielding effort. Look at the commitment. Absolutely outstanding. And yes, like you mentioned, what names to be alongside for young Karthik Mayappan. He's so early in his international career as well. Bigger things to come.
He was so close to have that upset, but once again the batting has let us down. But full marks should be given to the bowling department. And coming back to ICC Cricket Academy, Rahman Gul going all guns blazing, this time over the point. Harun was a fielder. There was a chase, but unable to stop that. After
Just
couple,
offering too much width there, Lukman. And they're throwing the bat at everything. Brilliant effort there from Harun Ghose. It just was out of reach. Got a fingertip on it. But another priceless boundary for Gymkhana.
this over turning out to be a bit expensive. So far, 12 runs.
15 off 11 for Rahman Gul. Another back cut, but this time found the fielder. And now it's the wet ball making a severe effect on the bowling right now. Lukman is struggling to control it, and he still has one more over to bowl.
There were a couple of magic moments for us in today's match. UAE versus Sri Lanka. First it was Mayappan, then a big hitting by Junaid Siddiqui, 109 meter 6 out of the park.
That was absolutely incredible. And he bowled a wonderful spell with the new ball as well. But it was just a bit beyond what we were capable of with the bat on the day. 92 for 3 after 12.
Akshay Jotin continues with his tight line and length. They're trying to win this match by a huge margin. Daredevil Rahman Gul looking dangerous out there. Couple of boundaries to his name in the previous over. Nicely played. Waited for this delivery. Opened the face of the bat and played into the vacant area between third man and point region. Ball racing towards the fence. A beautiful shot by Rahman Gul.
Lovely hands. It was slightly wide, slightly full, but he got so close to the ball and just found the gap behind point. Required run rate of 15.6. As long as Rahman Gul is there, I feel they have a chance.
Smart thinking. It's not about hard hitting. It's all about technique and placement, using the pace of Akshay Jotin.
Smashed over extra cover this time. Was trying to hit it a bit straighter. And well said, Mudassir. Cricket is not a game of power, it's a game of angles. We play it along the carpet. Of course, T20 and T10 cricket has changed that equation, but the old formulas always last forever. Slow delivery outside edge, straight to the fielder. Well, finally, Mohammad Aslam's tortuous innings has come to an end. Wonderful slow delivery from that man, Akshay Jotin.
He has been bowling brilliantly throughout this inning. At last got the wicket this time, trying to go over the long off. A cutter delivery by Jotin. Walks back Mohammad Aslam after making 30 of 34 deliveries with the help of 3 fours. It's 98 for 4.
New batter coming in is the captain, Waqas Ahmed Khan. And well, he has a very tall task. Required run rate is above 16. And Akshay Jotin, well, he's played a fantastic match once again. Runs and wickets. Oh, extra bounce. That one zipped through. Waqas very watchful indeed. So in this sort of a scenario, Mudassir, how do you respond as the batting side?
See, 43 deliveries left in this inning, and the required run rate is almost 16. You need to go after every delivery. Brilliant, brilliant timing here. Just waited for the delivery, opened the face of the bat and glided towards the third man region and opens up. Oh, this is a Rahman Gul. A bit expensive over, but he has got a wicket to his name.
100 raised for Gymkhana, and just using the pace of the bowler against him. Slid off the face of the bat, and look at this outfield. You can't catch up to that ball. 100 up in 13 overs for Dubai Gymkhana. Well, Abdul Aziz Ansari, only one over bowled in the tournament so far. I'm surprised. Top edge. And over the fine leg. Nobody there. And it will trickle away for 4. Rahman Gul dealing in boundaries.
Greeted Aziz with the boundary. Taking the top edge and going to the vacant area of fine leg. They need Rahman Gul to face as many as deliveries. 16.24 is the required run rate. And
Another glide behind point. This time Harun Ghosh does really well. And it's a very difficult stage for the wrist spinner to come in. It's a soggy outfield. The ball is getting wet. But he's still taken that chance. It's a risk here from Rahul Soni, I feel.
Waqas, the captain, just faced 2 deliveries, and clearly the day belongs to the leg spinners. And we were talking about Mayappan's achievement and talking about the team. They have did well in the bowling department. It was the batting which let us down against Netherlands. Also, we gave them a hard fight to chase down the 112 target, and we were expecting the Sri Lanka will score at around 190, 180 at one stage. But a brilliant piece of comeback in the bowling department. Many changes needs to be done in the batting lineup, Ahmed.
Certainly, it's learning days. We're playing top level international cricket, the ICC events, after a very long time. We had really had to earn our place to reach the World T20 qualifiers. Of course, Mission 2023 is still very much on track. Oh, down the leg side, Rahul Soni couldn't grab onto it. These are free runs for Gymkhana, and they'll accept it with both hands.
Poor piece of bowling by Aziz. Completely missing the line, and the wicket keeper as well. Full advantage taken by Rahman and Waqas, going for those 2 runs.
Once again trying to force it behind point. He likes to play that late cut, square cut. And we've seen the way he fired the ball down the leg side. Trying to grip the ball, trying to get some revs on it is pretty difficult. Pulled ferociously over cow corner. Straight to the fielder and put down. Well, it's Ashish Sharma. That was a simple grab there, Mudassir.
Chance created, went down, and a poor piece of running between the wickets by Wakas. And with that, single score moves to 112 after 14 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Cracked over the top of short third. That's a beautiful shot. It was a half tracker from Akshay Jotin, and Rahman Gul has slammed it for 4.
One-man army, Rahman Gul, this time slashing hard over the short third man region. Started off well. Akshay Jotin into his 4th over, picked up 2 wickets. Still there is a hope for Dubai Gymkhana. This time goes towards the mid-wicket. Charit Nirmal, fielder over there, 1 bounce.
Yeah, I would have continued with Charit Nirmal. Giving Abdul Aziz the wet ball, I feel, was a mistake. Fair enough that the required run, it has leaped above 17, but you still have a very long tournament to go. You need to get your bowling combinations right. Slow delivery, almost yorked him there. Beautifully bowled. Where is he going? The captain wasn't aware. Unsighted of the ball and could have ran himself out.
Yes, no between Wakas and Rahman. At last, Wakas survives. There was a direct hit from the fine leg. They did pretty well here, Dubai Daredevils, because we were both in the com box when they were playing their first match. They scored 170, but the bowling has let them down. They came back really strong in this department.
Slow delivery, smashed over extra cover. Fielders giving chase, but it will plug in the outfield and be reined in. So they're certainly throwing the bat at everything. Let's see if they can connect for a few. That will make the run chase very fascinating in the final 5. Two for 23 on the day for Akshay Jotin. He's done pretty well. Struck on the pad, big appeal. But the umpire Mohammad Asif walking away. And they'll get some overthrows here. Sloppy fielding for once from the men in pink.
There was no need for this throw. A beautiful piece of bowling continues by Akshay Jotin. This time a slow one. Bowled the block hole. There was an appeal going down the leg and rightly given not out by the umpire. 9 runs. They need to get that odd boundary.
Yeah, this would be just the right time for it. Slow ball on the pads. Hasn't made a great connection. Square leg giving chase, but it will run away for 4. And they've got the boundary just as the doctor ordered. 125 for 4 at the end of 15. Well, 92 needed of the final 5 overs. We saw the Daredevils do it with the blade. Can Dubai Gymkhana do the same and create a miraculous victory? Joining me for the last 5 overs of this pretty exciting encounter, the Dubai Derby, it's Abdurrahman Tariq. Good evening, Abdurrahman. Welcome to the Combox.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Thank you. Well, you did say that Dubai Daredevils did score a lot of runs in the last 5. But the only difference was it was from both ends, both Anoop and Aziz Ansari, and then Akshay Jotin scoring here. All the focus is on Rahman Gul.
Aziz Ansari continues. Dragged towards the leg side. That's a good tactic. Bowl full and wide of off. Make them drag the ball to the leg side, especially to the bigger boundary at the academy end.
Yeah, catch dropped as well. He did hit it hard, Rahman Gul, but couldn't clear that fielder. That's how big that leg side boundary is.
This time, he has absolutely nailed it. All the way for 6. That's a 90-meter blow from the captain.
Well, Mr. Waqas Ahmed Khan, where have you been? 19 of 8. And he could have come in earlier. Instead of Aslam, maybe. Those 35 deliveries that he faced could be the difference here. What a hit. Monster.
Well, we're going to see some fireworks, that's for sure. Strap in. Quicker one. Gone straight up. But there's nobody there to take it. Harun goes with the despairing dive.
Good effort in the end. He went for the catch, put his body on the line, Harun Ghaus. And as you said, Ahmed, I don't think Waqas is going to die wondering. He's going to play his shots.
Well, I do have to question the merit of bowling a leggy at this stage with the wet ball. Big, juicy full toss. Didn't capitalize the Rahman goal. He'll be frustrated to miss out.
Well, sometimes the best delivery you can bowl. A low full toss. Could have been in second run. The captain says no. Let me face the leg spinner. Not a bad option.
Well, they've taken 9 off the over. 2 deliveries to go. And even then, it's not enough. But the captain is striking the ball pretty cleanly. He goes big once again. That's an absolute rocket. Where has that gone?
Well, it's gone in the cafeteria. Beautiful from the bat of the captain. That's why he said no. Let me face the leggy. 20 of 9. Very good cameo here by the captain.
Well, how long can he continue? How long will we see this lusty hitting? Well, that ball went so far that we didn't bother fetching it. Let's get a new one out there. Aziz Ansari, sweating, facing the heat, coming from the bat of Waqas Ahmed Khan. Incredible striking.
A 260 strike rate. That's what they needed about 5 overs ago.
Well, it's never too late. This time banged towards deep cover. Misfield. They will push for 2. So an expensive over from Aziz. He's taken plenty of hammer from Waqas Ahmed Khan. 142 for 4. Well, 75 needed off the last 4 overs. I've seen plenty of incredible feats in a cricket match, but this looks very, very difficult, Abdur Rahman.
Yeah, a very similar situation in the ICC Academy Summer Cup 7 districts versus TVSL. It was Abdul Khalik on one leg going absolutely ballistic, but just couldn't keep up with that 18 per over needed.
Well, Charit Nirmal has been reintroduced into the attack. Went for 13 in his first. But it is still the right idea, I feel. You need to bowl your seamers. The spinners cannot grip the ball. They're not getting it to turn. And Aziz Ansari was hammered for 27 runs in just 2 overs. This partnership has grown to 44 of just 20 deliveries. Well, if they do that now, it still won't be enough. Here we go. Charit steaming in. And full outside off. Given as a wide. That was a harsh call, I reckon.
No, just over the line. Asif, very experienced umpire. And Rahman Gul and Charit Nimble have played together for a number of games. He knows exactly what's coming, Rahman Gul. 33 of 24.
And on the other side of the coin, Charit knows what are his weak zones. Not looking to pitch the ball up in his arc. This time he's pinged it towards that deep cover and taken immediately. The value of experience and knowing your teammate. Good catch by Akshay. And that's a big wicket gone down.
Yeah, brilliant planning and execution. They had the third man deep. We've not seen that too often. And he bowled it outside off stump, outer half of the bat. And he finds the fielder. Rahman Gul will be very disappointed. They were looking at him to finish this innings off. But he's batted well. 33 of 25 deliveries. 143 for 5 now, Dubai Gymkhana.
New batter striding out is Shajat Talat. Number 7, well, he has a thankless job to do with the current run rate required, rather below 20. And Charit, good response to get the big wicket of Rahman Gul. Oh, inside edge. Was aiming for the stumps there. Very lucky it didn't crash into them.
Well, I think the idea for Dubai Gymkhana should be to bat out the full 20 overs. Get as close to that total as possible. This is a very long tournament. Lots of games. Net run rate will play a key role as well as we progress in this tournament. You don't want to lose by a big margin.
Absolutely spot on. That net run rate will be a huge factor down the line as this tournament progresses. 59 matches in total over 42 days. Good full delivery there. Nothing Waqas could do with that except drill it down the ground for 1.
Well, an interesting fact that TVSL in the ICC Academy Summer Cup managed to get to the semi-finals because of their better run rate and in the end lifted the cup. So get as close to that total as possible, Dubai Gymkhana.
Oh, absolutely. That was a wonderful tournament for them. And they'll be competing in the Arabian Cricket League as well this time. Short ball, smashed over mid-wicket for 6. That was 6 immediately off the blade.
Well, seems the batsmen are coming in now. Ahmed Khwaja walking down the track. And he goes over mid-wicket for a maximum. The 150 comes up with that hit.
That was absolutely smoked. Shajat Talat, get him up the order. Certainly, it's just the first game for Gymkhana in the Arabian Cricket League, so we'll certainly readjust, go back to the drawing board. The batting is looking in decent nick. The bowling needs to be rectified. Round the wicket and paddles it. Within the circle though. Good fielding there by Anup. What a wonderful match he's had.
Well, yeah, even the Dubai Daredevils, after that first game, making a couple of changes, getting some new people on board and fixing their bowling lineup. And it's paid dividends for them.
Absolutely. Anup was a fantastic inclusion. Unbelievable knock. Aziz Ansari, consistent as ever. And Haroon Ghaus is yet to fire alongside the captain. This has been hit hard, hit straight, and hit for 6. What power off the back foot from Waqas Ahmed Khan.
Well, they've taken the 15 runs off the over. 16, I beg your pardon. Even with that wicket falling. Goes straight, baseball style hit. 158 on the board after the under 17 overs. Well, 59 runs needed in the last 3 overs. Almost 20 and over from here. Still have 5 wickets in hand, Dubai Gymkhana, but it looks like an impossible task.
Yeah, they've certainly fought hard here. Gymkhana right till the bitter end. Of course, it is the Dubai Derby, so it just means that little bit more. Ashish Sharma back into the attack. Looks like he'll bowl at the death. Steaming in for the 18th. And he's been smacked hard immediately. But there is protection out there. So Shajat has done the right thing. He's given the strike to the skipper.
Yeah, and again, you have to say good captaincy here from Rahul. The 18th and the 20th over from the bigger end. Future Matters yesterday finished their innings. The shorter end could have hurt them.
Attempted bouncer and given as a wide. That was much too short, even though Waqas is a big lad. So you can see he's already creating pressure on Ashish Sharma.
Yeah, what a knock this from the captain. 35 of just 13 deliveries. Scoring quick, good looking shots as well. Enjoyed his time against Aziz Ansari. And then hit the fast bowler for a maximum over long off.
Pitched up. Skipping along the surface. Wonderful fielding. Aziz Ansari. Well, he's been the man of the moment. Live wire in the field. Devastating with the bat. All he was lacking was some wickets with the bowling of his leg spin. But he's had a brilliant game.
We have that catch at cover. Important catch. Especially in the power play. When you get wickets, you slow the run rate down.
Slightly wider, outside off. And they've given a fair few extras once again. The captain Rahul Soni did point out that we need to work on that aspect of our game. But they've had to bowl under lights in the later evening twice. So that's a pretty difficult task.
Dubai Gymkhana just gave away 4 wides. So discipline in the bowling is important.
Down the leg side. He's missed out there. That should have been flicked away for a boundary or a 6. Ashish Sharma just slightly struggling here in his comeback spell.
The body does cool down as a fast bowler. When you're in the rhythm, the first 2 overs he bowled looked very good. And now, as you said, struggling. And again, that wet ball, look, he's just using his pocket to dry that. Not that the pajama is going to be any drier.
Excellent Yorker. That's where you need to be. Yes, absolutely. And besides the humidity making you lose fluids, and then of course you start to cramp up just sitting idle in the crease, in the outfield rather. So that's another aspect. We saw that in the Asia Cup. A lot of fast men going down.
Absolutely. The Asia Cup just a couple of months back was hotter than what it is right now. But as you said, the fast bowlers did struggle. Well, Shajat is not struggling at all. Mid-on, I beg your pardon, in the circle. Interesting field placing that. And he's charged his arm and gotten a boundary.
Yeah, he's looked very dangerous at the crease. Certainly needs a promotion up the order. I think they can afford to send somebody like the captain or Shajat up in the power play. Just go and throw your bat at everything. A la Hamid Khan. It can pay off.
Yeah, that's where they lost that momentum, that power play. When you're chasing a total of 210, you want to get 80, 90 runs in the power play if you can.
This time goes over extra. Spliced it. And it will be cleaned up. Most certainly, after Syed Ashik got out, they were just looking to anchor down. Muhammad Aslam couldn't really make a connection with bat to ball. Was uncomfortable against the swinging ball of Mohit Raghav especially. So they need to readjust their batting lineup.
You'd rather be 190 for 7 at this stage than just be 5 down. No point in keeping those extra wickets in the dugout. Oh, monster. Absolute monster by Waqas. He's gone over extra cover for 6. Unbelievable shot.
Well, our match referee Iftikhar Ali was ducking for cover. Ashish Sharma pitching the ball up in his arc. And that was a missile going out of the ICC Academy. Duck for cover, Mr. Iftikhar. So Charit Nirmal bowling the penultimate over. 41 needed. Oh, well, make that 40. Shajat could have perhaps snuck a single there. Gotten Waqas on strike. You need to take those risks. Why are you saving your wicket?
Well, what you don't want is Waqas getting run out, trying to get that cheeky single. 44 of 16. A true captain's knock from Waqas Ahmed Khan.
Well, he's matched Akshay Jotin's big hitting blow for blow and then some. Here we go. Shajat smokes this over extra, but it will drop and plug. They've posted the fielders more towards the straighter boundaries smartly. Good thinking by Charit.
Yeah, good plan here. Deep extra cover, deep point almost, and a long off. So the plan is going to be keep bowling outside off stump. If they get one in the middle of the back, well, that's good. It's going to be very difficult to target that big boundary on the offside now.
Yeah, he has to be on that 5th, 6th stump line outside off. Right there. He's hit it hard. And been put down. Well, for once, the Daredevils have made an error in the outfield. Adarsh, pardon me, it's Ryan who dropped the catch there. And the slippery palms once again.
Well, they needed Aziz Ansari at long off. He's been everywhere, taking catches, stopping boundaries.
38 of 10. Can Shajat Talat do something miraculous here alongside Waqas Ahmed Khan? That has been hit hard over extra. Over misfield and it's 4 runs. Well, the drama continues.
Well, the ball skidding off the surface and then hitting Mohit Raghav, beg your pardon, on the leg. They need a boundary every ball, and they've taken one now.
Yeah, just skipping away and just couldn't get his body behind it. Bouncing off him. Sheepish expression. 34 needed of 9. Abdurrahman, you never know. We've seen funnier things happen at the ICC Academy. Oh, a dot delivery, but burst out of the keeper's hand. They'll scamper for 1.
Not a bad result for the Daredevils. Singles will not hurt them at all. 33, beg your pardon, needed of 8. That's a 4 every ball from here.
Well, can they go into the final over needing about, 20 or 22? That would really make the Daredevils bowlers nervous. That would make Rahul Soni nervous. That would make me nervous. Right then. Here we go. Charit Nirmal pressure. Down the leg side. It's beat the fine leg. And it's running away for 4. Yes, it is.
Another crucial boundary. Keeping up with the required runs. 29 needed of 7. Can Ahmed Khwaja get his wish? If they get a maximum here, they'll need 23 of the last over.
Well, who wants to bowl that final over? Who will they turn to? Will it be Ashish? Akshay Jotin has bowled out. Charit cannot bowl the 20th, obviously. So it might be Ashish Sharma who has to take the burden. He needs a bit of a cushion though.
40 runs conceded in his 2.5. Nirmal has picked up a wicket. Crucial wicket of Rahman Gul, but he's gone for a few runs.
Well, that feels like a lifetime away now. Final delivery of his spell. Hasn't timed it, but it's gone straight. Harun Ghosh cleans up. 28 of 6. 50 for the captain. A fabulous innings. But he still has plenty to do. And he's on strike.
Well, 28 runs needed in the last over. And if you remember what happened in the last over of the first innings, Varun Arora conceded 27. Can we have a super over, Ahmed Khwaja?
Well, it's incredible how even after 39 overs of intense cricket in the Dubai Derby, it's come down to the barest of margins, to quote the great Ian Smith. Let's see who's going to step up to the plate to battle with Waqas Ahmed Khan. It is going to be Ashish Sharma. He might be bowling the biggest over of his life here. Long off, long on, and a very straightish, wideish long off. You can perhaps call it a straightish extra cover. Full protection on the straight boundaries. Here we go. Down the leg side. Well, the extras will certainly help. So it's absolutely neck and neck with the first innings now.
Well, all they have to do is just replicate the last over of the first innings. And they've got the 2 points. Easier said than done.
Well, you did mention Varun Arora. I can see him to my left. He's padded up. Concerned, pained expression on his face. He just might be thinking exactly the same. Ashish Sharma, can you deliver under pressure around the wicket? Oh, it's another big wide. Well, well, well. Another twist in the tail. Rahul Soni is not sure what his bowler is doing here.
Well, I'll tell you what. Rahul Soni has done really well. You concede 5 wides here. And the equation was slightly in the favor of DGA. 26 still needed of 6 deliveries. A lot of pressure on the bowler. A waist high full toss on the leg side would not be a good idea at this stage.
Sticking to that around the wicket line. It's another wide. This could be a long over. This could be a long night for Ashish Sharma. What is going on here? Drama at the ICC Academy.
Well, the good thing for the captain is this is the last over. They're not going to get penalized for a slow run rate, over rate, that's for sure. Imagine having an extra fielder in the circle with 25 needed.
216 for 4. They would have thought we're heading home for a quick meal. It'll be over quickly. No, it's down to the final 6. Now over the wicket, Ashish. He's hit it for a huge 6. Over cow corner. Do they believe? Can Gymkhana do it?
Well, this game is alive. It is alive. And it's Waqas Ahmed who's pumping the blood here into the dead body of this run chase. 56 of 20 deliveries. 19 needed of 5. Unbelievable scenes here in the ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League.
Well, the entire Gymkhana dugout is on its feet. A superhuman innings from their captain. 19 needed of 5. He hasn't timed it, or has he? Or has he? It's plugged and hit the bounce for 4. It hit the boundary. Mohit Raghav, what have you done there? We need to check, get confirmation, but that looked like a 4 to me.
Well, I think that's a 4. Mohit Raghav has not signaled anything to the umpires. Well, well, well. Absolute scenes here at the ICC Academy.
We're going to have to check then. Will we go on the fielder's word? Let's take a look at the replay here. It was Mohit Raghav at deep square leg. Yeah, that is certainly a 4 here. That has to be a 4. Pressure misfield. How costly will that be? It's given as a 4. The dugout of Dubai Gymkhana erupts. And that is the right decision made. 15 needed of 4 now. Ashish Sharma. He looks like he's seen a ghost called Waqas Ahmed Khan.
1-6. One more 6 here. Get that into the single digits.
Here we go. Full toss. And he's left it. Well, you'd have to say that's a good delivery under pressure from Ashish. He went complete full length, outside off, and it was out of Waqas Ahmed's hitting arc.
Well, you can't criticize Waqas for his knock here. But I have to say, Ahmed, he should have thrown his bat at that. The point is in the circle. Short third man is in the circle. You beat those 2 fielders, you get a 4. That was a bad miscalculation from the captain there. 15 needed of 3 now.
They still have a chance. They still have a chance. They still have a chance because Waqas Ahmed Khan is dealing in maximums. That is on the roof of the ICC Academy.
Well, that dot ball, the previous ball, the dot ball. How crucial is that now in the run chase? 208 on the board already. Waqas Ahmed Khan, 66 of 23. Ashish has conceded 51 runs. Unbelievable scenes here.
Who would want to be a fast bowler? Who would want to bowl the final over of the game? 9 needed of 2. 2 sixes and a boundary alongside all those wides. Dubai Gymkhana are making a ruckus here. Will they produce the shock of the tournament? The Dubai Derby is living up to its billing.
And we have more drama. There is going to be a change in the ball now. This could go in the favor of the Daredevils or Gymkhana. That newer ball might come on the bat much nicer.
Right then, the newer ball rather, has been retrieved. Almost. We have our supervisor in charge of this tournament, Mr. Mahesh Mondkar, keeping a steely eye on proceedings. The umpire, Syed Zargham Abbas, has got the right ball. Does Ashish Sharma have the right ball here? He needs to get 1 ball in well to settle affairs. You have to feel for him. He took the responsibility. He took it upon his broad shoulders. But Waqas Ahmed Khan, 66 of just 23 deliveries. He's played the innings of his life.
Well, Naseem Shah, where are you?
Here we go. Oh, it's gone up. It's in the park. It's within the outfield. And they've taken the catch. Akshay Jotan held his nerve. It was the toe end. And finally, this whirlwind knock of the captain has come to an end.
Well, the toe end of the bat. Applause from the opposition. Rahul Soni comes and gives a pat on the back to Waqas. Great scenes here at the ICC Academy. What a knock under pressure from the captain. Unbelievable batting. 275 strike rate. 6 sixes and 4 fours in that 66.
Absolutely stunning innings. Incredible. We'll be lucky to see a knock better than that throughout the tournament. Standing ovation from his dugout, and why not? He's deserved it. But mathematically, without a wide or a no ball, this match will be decided in the favor of the men in pink and black.
9 needed off the last ball. Adnan Kaisar on strike. New batsman. Doesn't matter if you cross or not with the new rules. The new batsman has to take strike now. And as Ahmed Khwaja said, well, barring a wide or a no ball, this game should be done and dusted.
What a match we've had. Incredible striking. Unbelievable. More than 400 plus runs in a T20 game. That's entertainment for you. Will that be let go by the umpire? They're scampering for the extras, waiting for a signal. Yes, it's given as buys. And that will conclude this incredible Dubai Derby at the skyx.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League. What a game we've had.
Well, at one stage we were talking about Dubai Gymkhana saving their run rate. They almost got past the line. Charit Nalmal applauding the batting as well. It was a brilliant effort from the DGA batsmen. But you have to say Dubai Daredevils deserved the victory. They were the better team on the day.
Well, they certainly lived up to the name. They are Daredevils and they've got 2 points on the board. They had to earn it. They had to claw for it. But Rahul Soni, he will be a relieved man. It was earlier the fireworks of Anup Nair and Aziz Ansari alongside Akshay Jotin, who had a fabulous all-round game that set up